All right, we should be live. Welcome back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. This for September 14th, 2021. Today we got Detroit Lenny with us to talk some baseball. Got a full slate of baseball games. I think we have all the teams. Yeah, looks like we have 16 games, but we're only going over 14. There's a doubleheader in there and our best bet. So only going over 14 games today, but we have a full slate. So Lenny, how was your weekend?
It was okay. I went to a birthday party to go-kart track. I got jacked on the go-kart. I got the slow cart, ran out of gas. I'm like, racing 11 to 12-year-olds. That was a highlight of my weekend, though. Some college football wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. NFL was good. Monday night, what a game last night. Monday Night Football. I mean, the Ravens lost twice. It was back and forth and just a crazy, crazy game. But overall, it was good. I lost a little bit here, a little bit there, and won a little bit there, and won some more over there. And I was all around up down. How about you?
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to mention this weekend, but last night it was looking good for a while, and then all of a sudden the over hit and the Ravens lost the game. So I ended up going 0-2 last night. So kind of sucks that it went that way. I was kind of okay with the boring game that was going on, like the first half where the Ravens were winning like 14-0. I was good with that, but once it got to them actually, the Raiders actually scoring points, I wasn't too big of a fan. So
it just kind of exploded in the last 12 minutes of the game.
It kind of did, and that kind of cost me money. So it kind of sucks. But overall, yesterday, I still had a profitable day. Kind of worked out. Premium plays yesterday went 2-1. Obviously, the one loser was that Raiders. We got the win from the Dallas Wings in the WNBA. They lost by 10. We had them plus 10.5. Worked there. And then we had our best bet in baseball yesterday was the over in that Seattle-Boston game. Came down to later on in the game, but it cashed. It went good. Other plays I had yesterday, I had the Twins, which looked fantastic until the eighth inning. Screw you, Judge. Cost me my plus 171 cash. That was kind of a salty way to start the day. But that was my only video play that lost. Because I also gave out the under in the Cardinals game. That one almost lost, but 7-0 Cardinals final. I had Toronto, 8-1, easy winner there. I had the Giants, 9-1, easy winner there. And then obviously our best bet was that Seattle-Boston game. I did end up betting that Arizona. I regret betting it. But it was a stab at the angle that Clayton Kershaw hasn't pitched for a while. Right. And might as well take the shot when I can. Now we got another fun slate of games today, and hopefully we can convert some of them.
We can't win them all.
No, we can't.
That's what somebody told me, but I disagree. But I'm going to try.
We could try to win them all, but at the end of the day, we're trying to predict the future, so we can only do so much.
Fair enough.
But we'll go ahead and jump into the chat real quick, because I know a lot of people are actually typing before the stream started. Lex said suppness, and then Al came in the chat and said, yo, Lex won the last footy standing. I think I put in my play for that. I hit on, I think the first one was the Coastal Carolina one. Yeah. I think I hit it, and then I forgot to come back the next day and put another play in. So, hey, honey, money, ain't that crazy? Yeah, Lex has won freaking everything. I can't even get past Tuesday and last Woody standing. I have work conference at 5. Hit the like button. We'll get back on after me. All right, see ya. Higgs, no power using my last 85% of battery life here. Oh, boy. I would
as well you should, Mr. Higgs. As well you should. I mean, your priorities are obviously set right.
I would try to preserve your battery the best I can. Probably the information I'm going to be saying today, you probably already have locked in your brain, because it's baseball. You probably have all these anyway. So
right, yeah, right.
But we appreciate you being here. Hopefully everything gets better there. And let's see. Lex isn't the winner until he wins my content. Okay, I will say, actually, Well, the Ravens lost yesterday, but I will say for Higgs's contest, I gave out for the first 4 days, I went 3-1, but that loss was because on the Saturday game, I put Iowa State +4. Iowa State was the one that was -4. So I thought I put Iowa +4, which would have cashed. Instead, I put Iowa State +4. I didn't cash it because that's what me and Nick had for everything. So I kind of messed up there.
Mistake.
It didn't matter anyway because Ravens lost last night and would have cost me my 5-0 anyway. But I looked back at the stream. I'm like, did I actually just do that? But it's all good. I can't even use a car charger. It's in the garage. I can't open up the door. Oh, jeez. Well, hopefully everything gets better there. Hopefully you have some type of generator or something to get through and get power soon. So I'm guessing no stream for him today. But obviously, check out Winning Free Picks. He comes out with streams and free pick videos every day. Part of the Picks and Parleys family.
Well done. Absolutely.
Definitely check it out. But let's go ahead and start up this MLB slate. We get to start off with a beautiful game. This is a combination of my two favorite things. This is called a 1-800-GAMBLER game. Plus, it's the first game of a doubleheader, baby. Let's get it. Cleveland Indians in Minnesota taking on the Twins. Twins, a -114 favorite. Total of 6.5 in this game. Lenny, are we getting involved in this beauty?
I don't bet doubleheaders. I refuse. And even when the Tigers are in a doubleheader or something like that, and I'm really, really tempted or something like that, I try to stay away as much as possible. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with them. And plus, I don't like these two teams anyway. So since they're in my division, so that's how I feel about that. I stay away from them though.
Yeah, I will say 1-800-GAMBLER game. It's not it's not a game that I'm interested in. A, it's two crappy teams playing against each other. B, it's a doubleheader game, so I'm not interested. The only thing that I would be thinking of doing is going over that 6.5. Because that's saying 3 runs apiece in 7 innings. I think that could be possible. The pitchers in this matchup, Tristan McKenzie and Joe Ryan. It's not like you're getting some star pitchers, and it's low that low for a reason. I know it's a doubleheader, but 3 runs each, and you can get that over. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but
it's not horrible.
Overall, you shouldn't be going after this game. Just not interested.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair
yep.
enough.
Before I need 14 correct, you guys get 20% of $9. G.
$9,000, maybe.
Well, that was almost.
I'll tell you what. You give me
English.
14 correct, and then we'll talk about my split with you.
That was almost English. Maybe. But
we'll try more next time.
Yep, we'll go ahead to an actual game that's not a doubleheader. Cincinnati Reds taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. But we won't be going over this one because this one's our best bet premium play over on Picks and Parleys. Check out links in the description below for it. You can use this link down below. 50% off our 7-day pass. If you use, I believe it's still Kick, you can get 20% off of that. So you can get our 7-day pass for around $71. That's $10 a day. And when we come out with 15 college football plays and probably about 5 to 6 6 to 7 NFL plays, because we normally do 5 for the main slate, and then you know what a lot of people love to do, right? Bet the Sunday night game, bet the Monday night game. So we have separate stuff for that as well. So
yep.
So we have about 6 to 7 NFL plays a week, 15 college football plays a week, and keep in mind, starting next month. Late next month with NBA, with NHL, with college basketball all coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if me and Nick have anywhere from 30 to 35 plays up every single day. So you're going to want to check that out. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
action.
And the main thing will be we're going to have a lot of totals with college basketball. So we're excited for that. But links down there in the description if you guys are interested. Well, we'll go ahead and move on. This one's almost another 1-800-GAMBLER, but if only if it's not because Milwaukee's in there. The Detroit Tigers. Oof. No, okay. But next game up, we get the Milwaukee Brewers in Detroit taking on the Tigers. Brewers a big favorite in this one, minus 210 in this game, total of 9. We get the battle of the Peraltas. Freddie Peralta going for the Brewers. Willie Peralta going for the Tigers. And for this game, I passed on it. It's just the line was a little bit too wide of a spread with it. And minus 209, not going to lay 200 chalk on the Brewers. Run line on this one's a minus 132. So you know my rules on that one. The most I'll lay on a run line is minus 110, minus 115.
Right.
It's just not a spot that I'm interested in. If anything, it was a look towards the over in this game. Freddie Peralta is still coming off of his injury, and he hasn't really pitched well the past couple of games. And we know that the Tigers can get hit, especially when it comes to their bullpen. Both teams are trending over lately as well. 6-4 over/under record for the Brewers, 6-3-1 for the Detroit Tigers. So if I was going after anything in this game, it'd be the over. Overall, I laid off of it.
Yeah, I'm actually on the under. I think it's a higher scoring game. I could see this game ended up like a 5-2, 5-3, but I don't think it hits the 9. I just don't. It's in Detroit, bigger ballpark. I don't think it gets there. I think at the end of the day, Milwaukee wins this game. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any fantasies about the Tigers winning or anything like that, but I just don't think they get there. I mean, Willie Peralta's last 5 outings, he gave up 1 earned run in 4 innings to Pittsburgh. Don't get me wrong, it's Pittsburgh. 2 to Oakland in 4 innings. 2 in 6 innings to Toronto. 3 to Cleveland in 4 innings, and 2 to Cleveland in 5 innings. So he's there. He can keep it down. My problem is obviously that bullpen. I've said it all year. It's a live dumpster fire. But I think this is when these games get to 9. I would be curious to have Nick stat check this for me. But the Tigers games over 9. 9 seems to be 9.5. How many actually get to 10 this year? Not a lot is that I can off the top of my head recall. So I like it to go 9. Do they get their butt whipped? Probably. Maybe this game ends up 8-0. And I wouldn't be surprised. But I just when I see the 9 for Tigers, I automatically think under. Willie Peralta's not. Look, he's not winning no Cy Young, okay? He's trying to be on the starting rotation next year. He's not horrible. He's got room for improvement. The other Peralta's coming back from injury. I think, maybe we can get a few runs off of him, and if our defense can stay under, keep them under, maybe we can get a closer game, and then the game stays under. So I went with the under 9. The 9 was just too much. If it was 8.5, I might go over.
No, I got you. Yeah, I decided to look up Detroit Tigers bullpen, and for some reason, it just gave me a bunch of dumpster fire pictures. So I don't know. Live action look at the Tigers bullpen warming up for today's game. No, but I don't mind that. It's at the end of the day, I'm not betting this game, so under would be. I would lean over,
Fair
but
enough.
that's just fine. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the Chicago Cubbies in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. Phillies are a minus 205 favorite in this game. Total of 9.5. Lenny, you going after this one?
I stayed away. I stayed far, far away. I don't follow both of these teams enough to have in my eyes, a opinion on this one way or the other. And 2, I didn't like it. I wasn't a real big fan of the matchup in general. I mean, you got Adrian Sampson, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let me make sure.
And Kyle Gibson.
And Kyle Gibson. Adrian Sampson's 0-2 with a 2.2 ERA. I mean, obviously he's a bullpen guy for the most part, or he's not really in a heavy rotation. Kyle Gibson 4-3 with a 4.6 ERA. The 9.5, I would have probably went under on this, but But it's the Cubs and the Phillies, and I just don't feel like they are consistent enough for me to place money on them.
No, I'm on the same boat. If anything, it might be a lean towards the Phillies, but you would have to run line it.
Yeah.
I definitely think the pitching advantage is with Kyle Gibson. But since Kyle Gibson has come to the Phillies, he hasn't been all that great. He's started 7 games. He's 4-3 with them with a 4.6 ERA in 47 innings. He's has not looked the same since he's left Texas, and I really don't know if I could trust him right now. And there's no way I'm going after the Cubbies. They've won 6 out of their last 10. They're doing a little bit better, but still, it's not a team that I could really trust at the moment. So for this one, it's a pass. Maybe a lean towards. I really can't lean towards anything. It would have to be towards the Phillies run line, but I'm not interested in this game at all.
Fair enough.
We'll go ahead and move on. I believe this one should be okay. We get the Miami Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals in D.C. Nationals a -141 favorite in this game. Total of 8. We get a pitching matchup. Oh, star-studded. Jesus Luzardo and Eric Fetty in this game.
I feel like I should have like those firework pop guns or whatever when you said that. Star-studded.
No, but this one's a 1-800 gambler game. These two teams are the bottom of this NL East, and the funny thing is that the Marlins are no longer the last place team. Nationals actually took them over for last place in the division, which is funny to see. But it's just not a good spot. This Nationals team has really fell apart since that trade deadline, and I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. If anything, it would be a lean towards the Miami Marlins, but I cannot trust either of these pitchers. I cannot trust either of these teams. Maybe a lean towards the under because these teams can't hit, but it's not a spot. 1-800 gambler for a reason. Not interested.
Yeah, I'm far away from this one as possible. I was intrigued whenever I see a 7.5, an 8, something like that. I automatically look to see who's pitching because that means they're good, maybe. And maybe I can look at a Nerfy or something like that. But no, there's no way I'm putting money on a Nerfy in Miami and Washington. So yeah, I'm not doing any of that. So I stayed far away from this one.
Sounds good. No, you should stay away from those. Back for a bit. Hey, Tipplets.
I think he meant triplets, but it's Lex, so
Whatever.
Lex, if we don't give you a hard time, who will?
Oh no, I love giving people hard times.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Lex
I love,
is a champ.
I love giving
Lex
people crap.
Lex is a sport. Let me just tell you, Lex is on like every show we do, and he's always commenting. Yep, triplets. He's always commenting, and he's always a sport because we do give him some crap. But, Lex, we appreciate you stopping by. You always hit the thumb to us. I'm drinking a shocker. Breaking news. Not really. Lex, we love you.
Lex, one day when you're sober, let us know.
You're talking crazy now.
We might be able to have you on the show sometime because I feel like that would be a fun show, especially on like a lighter slate or something. I think that could be cool. Appreciate it too.
Right.
Can y'all pick some games that y'all are interested in? No, we go over every single game, dude. It's part of the show. That's what we do.
Yeah, we go in order. So these few first games just kind of sucked.
Yeah. Last night, Carr yards over, Toronto run line, and the Marlins under. Good job.
Nice.
Let's get the bag again today. Let's get it.
I agree.
Giants, Astros, and Athletics money line. Have we? Giants.
Got to those.
Giants. It's a -171. You're gonna have to run line that one if you like it. Astros, same deal. You're gonna have to run line it. And Athletics, same deal. You're gonna have to run line it unless you parlay them. But I don't recommend parlays. But like sober for the whole day or just at the
That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
That is a fair question.
By the way, if anybody in the chat, you got games to go over or you want to highlight, we're going to go over every baseball game today. The first couple just sucked. I mean,
they're
the early games.
I just got an ESPN alert. I think this might be interesting. Mariners are selected to host the 2023 All-Star Game.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, good for them.
Good morning, Tiffany. I'm a perfect fit for adulting. Yeah, We'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah, you probably are.
We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty of a game. We get the New York Yankees taking on the red-hot Baltimore Orioles. No, I can't say that anymore.
Can't say it anymore. They were the hottest team in baseball for a minute.
They were until the 11th and the 12th when they gave up 44 runs, and that would be 14 and 9, so 23 innings. Yeah.
Against the hottest team in baseball.
Correct. But we get the New York Yankees in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. Yankees are a small favorite. They're actually now up to a -3, essentially 350 now. We get Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees and Alexander Wells for the Orioles. What?
I know you like Garrett Cole, so I'll talk about him.
No, I don't like Garrett Cole. I don't like Garrett Cole, but I am not betting the Orioles today. I
stayed away from this. I couldn't have any value. I just didn't see a whole lot of value. I'm not laying all that money on the Yankees. 328 or whatever. The run line was way high as well. First 5 wasn't great. The team total was like 6.5 or something, and I think Baltimore 3.5. I'm not betting Baltimore, even though Garrett Cole's been kind of crappy lately. I'm not betting Baltimore to get 4 runs off of him. So I just stayed away from this game. That was me in general. Maybe call me scared, call me whatever, but I kept my money in my pocket.
No, I understand that one. Last time Garrett Cole pitched, he pitched 2 innings. He pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowing 2 earned runs. He actually left with an injury that day. This was his first start back, and that start was on. It was on the 7th, so it was
right.
Yeah, a week ago.
I believe it was hamstring issues.
It was something like that, but I'm not really too concerned. Even though the Yankees have been absolutely awful lately, they should win tonight. They very much should win tonight, and it should be a blowout. I'm just not laying the big prices. It's just not a spot that I'm interested in. I know Nick, which he sent me all of his picks this morning. He does like the over 9 in this game.
Over.
Because I'm guessing he thinks that the Yankees get there by themselves. But Nick likes the over, but the two of us are passing. I will say the next game I will have something on.
9-1.
But I will go over that one in just a minute. So I just popped in. Did y'all talk about the Ravens blowing that crazy win? Yes. Yeah. You're actually in Baltimore right now. It's a bit of an overcast, but nice, 86 degrees. It's definitely a high score type of weather. There's going to be a
Look, hey, Lex is our on-site reporter, sideline reporter, Lex Steele from Baltimore.
We go to Lex Steele's report. What do you got here, Lex?
We love you. We love you, Lex.
It's out right now. It's nice weather. It should lots of runs.
Yeah. Ball is carrying to the left. Left field should be a lot of homers.
Yep. But we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. This is probably one of my favorite matchups of the day. We get the Tampa Bay Rays in Toronto taking on the red-hot Blue Jays. Yes, red-hot. Winning 9 out of their last 10. I believe it's like 12 out of their last 13 or something. This team has been good, and don't look now. But they've got a nice little lead in that wild card. I believe they're in front of the Red Sox now. My app's frozen. There we go. Wild card. Yes, Toronto's got a 1-game lead over the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Careful for the Mariners.
Careful. But this is definitely gonna be a good game. We get Drew Rasmussen taking on Jose Barrios in this matchup. Barrios, he's been all right since coming to Toronto. Nothing crazy. He's actually been in Toronto now for a little while. since he's gotten there, he's started in 8 games. He's 4-2 with a 3.63 ERA. Going up against Drew Rasmussen, he's been decent lately, but you're going to only get 4 to 5 innings out of him. He's 2-1 this year with a 3.25 ERA. And for me, I know earlier on it was wake up and bet the Rays. Now it's wake up and bet the BJs. I'm taking Toronto again today, minus 130. I think they have the pitching advantage. I just think that it's hard to go against this team right now. And I think it's going to be another one of those blowout games like they had last night and they've had over the weekend. I think you're going to get them coming out and scoring 7 to 8 runs and not giving up many. Toronto's going to be a dangerous team, and come wild card game, I think they make it through. And that would be a fun series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays come playoffs. That would be really fun to watch. Me personally, I like the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers for World Series. I think that would be a fun World Series to see because those are two teams that you really don't see that often, and I really don't want to see the Dodgers and the Yankees or something in that.
I probably won't even watch that, and I'd watch the elimination game, like whatever. If it was Dodgers Yankees, I would. But I would watch Milwaukee in a World Series or something like that because they're not smaller market teams.
We'll come back to this conversation come World Series time and everything. But this will definitely be a good matchup. I'll call this one the best matchup of the night. I'm taking Toronto. What do you like in this game?
I like the Toronto team total. I got it at over 4.5. I think it was. I looked it up here earlier, but I like it. I couldn't. Here's my thing. Where was it? I had it right here. Obviously, pitching matchup goes to Jose Barrios, okay, in my opinion. But I couldn't get there, which I don't want to bet just the money line here. Toronto's on such a streak, and with the overs, I mean, they're just scoring and scoring and scoring, and I just couldn't. I got it at minus 115 on the over, but the team total over is 4.5. I like that. I think Toronto can score. I don't know if they're going to keep scoring 10, 11, 15 million runs or something like that, but they can give me 5. They can give me 5 against Tampa in this pitching matchup. And I think that's where the value is with the juice only at like minus 115-ish. Rather than laying 130 for them to win the whole game, I don't really need them to win. I just need them to score 5, And Tampa, I don't know what's going on right now with them. They were really hot. And then they've kind of cooled off a little bit, so I'm going to stay away from the whole game and just take Toronto on the team total over 4.5.
Yeah, Tampa Bay has actually lost 4 out of their last 5, and that includes a bad series again, losing 2 out of 3 against a bad team in Detroit. So this Tampa team, they were on a hot streak. They were on a hot streak, and they cooled down a little bit. It happens. As long as they get back on a hot streak by playoff time.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Marcos, what up? Half of the Earle twins and my guy East Side 6 and Gradant.
Grashit.
Thank you. We in here. Hit the like, people, subscribe and share. Let's cash today. Let's get it. We'll go ahead and
hit the like button.
Keep on keeping on. Next up, we get to the St. Louis Cardinals at New York, facing off against the Mets. Mets are a minus 171 favorite in this game, total of 8. We get Jake Woodford taking on Marcus Stroman. And it would have to be a lean towards the Mets, but you'd have to run line them today. You get the definite pitching advantage today with Stroman. And looking back at yesterday's game, 7-0 game, it was 100% a letdown spot for the Mets. They were coming off of a Sunday night game, coming off of a big series against the Yankees. Now they come in, they're still home. They get to go up against the Cardinals. And I think they start some type of streak today because they definitely need to. They're now 3.5 games back in the wild card, 5.5 games back for the division, which, speaking of divisional stuff, San Francisco Giants, first team to check their ticket into the MLB 2021 playoffs. Winning 8 straight games, they are now 94-50. They are officially clinched a playoff spot this year. But it would have taken a lot for them not to. But Mets are still 3.5 games back, and they still have to jump over 4 teams. And they got to start something today. One of the teams they have to jump over are these Cardinals. So looking at it, they're going to come into this game. Stroman's been pitching solid lately. I would take the Mets to win this one. It would have to be run line or nothing, but I didn't bet it. I passed on this game.
Yeah, I actually like St. Louis run line plus the 1.5. I got it at -138. I think it was a letdown spot for the Mets yesterday, and I think they bounced back today. It's a closer game. They're not going to blow out St. Louis like St. Louis blew them out. I think this is a one-run game. Any which way you want to do it, even if St. Louis comes away with the win, it's a one-run game in my opinion. I think that's where I'm at. So I took the run line. I'll take the 1.5 at -138. I'll take the plus run. So that's the way I went with that.
That's fine. I mean,
that's where I found value anyway. At least some sort of value on it because I was worried about the Mets, and the juice is not right.
Yeah, we'll see how that one goes tonight. It's definitely going to be an interesting end of the year with both wild card races. Real quick, right now, NL wild card, Cincinnati's up by half a game, and then you got St. Louis and San Diego who are tied half a game back. Phillies 2.5, Mets 3.5, and then as for the American League, both wild cards are up for grabs. Toronto Blue Jays 1 game up in that first wild card spot. Yankees, Boston tied. And then Seattle's 2 games back, and Oakland is 2.5 games back. So it's definitely going to be a fun race down to the end.
Tigers are only 12 back, so I mean, what we're saying is there's a shot.
That's it. I'm looking up the elimination numbers.
I knew it. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It'll take them an extra 30 seconds to look that up. Trust me.
Okay, the elimination number for the Detroit Tigers for the division is 5. For the wild card, it's probably 7 at this point.
I was gonna guess 8.
Yeah, it's probably around a 7 or 8 at this point because they don't tell me the wild cards. I just have to guess based on divisional stuff. So.
Look, they're not. And by the way, the elimination game for the Lions are 1, and it's already been done. So they're not making the playoffs.
The Lions are currently in first place in that division.
Yeah, that's a true story. We're tied for first place. We hold the tiebreaker. So if the season ended right now, we're a playoff team, and we have home field advantage, I believe, if we have to play a wild card. So the road to the Super Bowl comes through Detroit, baby. I'm just saying, you want the chip, you're going to have to come through Detroit.
Them walking into Detroit. No.
They won't walk out.
We'll keep moving on with this baseball slate.
Yeah, let's do that.
We get another matchup. The Colorado Rockies in Atlanta taking on the Braves. Braves are a -154 favorite in this game. Total of 9. John Gray versus Tuki Toussaint. You got anything in this one?
I do not. I stayed away from this game. The Rockies aren't great on the road, and Atlanta has really slowed down a little bit. Rolling, they were out of control playing playoff ball there for a minute and slowed down a little bit. So I stayed away from this. I'm not trying not to bet every game, every play. And I just found more value in other games. Not that there's no value to be found in this game, but I'd have to go to a first 5. I think Nick has it scrolling on the bottom. Atlanta first 5 run line. Yeah. So I could see that. I just thought there was more value in more places.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I passed on this one as well. Obviously, Nick has it. I'm just not interested in a matchup like this. If anything, actually, it would be a lean towards Colorado. John Gray's been pitching a little bit better. I'm not sure what we're going to be getting much more out of Tuki Toussaint. And the Braves have cooled down a little bit. They've still won 6 out of the last 10. I know Colorado is absolutely horrible on the road, 21-51. But I think with the plus money, I wouldn't talk people off of Colorado today. I don't personally have it bet. As a Mets fan, I would love Colorado to win tonight, but that's not the point. It'd be a lean towards Colorado, but I'm not betting this game.
Fair enough. Next,
we get another beautiful game.
Barn burner.
Oh yeah, Battle of Texas. You get the Houston Astros taking on the Texas Rangers in this one. Zach Greinke.
Oh.
I have a feeling that this is actually his first start in a while. I haven't seen his name in a while. It's his first start in 2 weeks. Last time he started, he gave up 6 runs and 9 hits, 4 innings against the Texas Rangers when the Texas Rangers won 13-2. Going up against Jordan Lyles in this one. This one's really widespread. I don't really know if you could really go after anything in this game. Houston Astros minus 200 favorites. If anything, it'd probably be a lean towards the home dogs. Probably lean towards Texas, but there's no way I'm going after that. Texas has been a little bit better lately. As weird as that sounds, they've won 6 out of their last 10 games. Granted, 3 of those were against, or 2 of those are against Arizona. So I don't really know how much we could really take from that, but I can't go after this game. I'll have plays from like the last 3 games on the slate, but I'm not interested in this one.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I stayed off of this one. I obviously lean Houston in this game, but that juice is way too much, or minus 200-ish. I don't, if anything, I go first 5. I look towards a run line, but that juice was a little too high for me for value-wise. And again, I'm trying to, get like 5 or 6 solid value bets instead of 10 or 12 okay bets. But I do see, like, it made me feel better about my first 5 lean was Nick has Houston first 5 run line. So I could see that. I'm just afraid of Texas playing a little bit right now. I know Houston blew them out yesterday, so I just kind of, can they do that again back to back? I don't know about all that. So I just stayed away from this one.
Yeah, no, I got that one. Marcos, wow, the Raiders came back, pulled off an upset yesterday, and the game went over. Unbelievable. +4 was good for them. They came back. Yeah, I don't want to talk about
depends on the side you were on.
kind of side. Oh, Lex is back. Okay, good.
Oh, thank God.
We can
continue the show.
We can continue. We're good. He's back.
Yeah, Lex, how's the weather there?
We'll go ahead and keeping on. Oakland Athletics taking on Kansas City Royals in Kansas City. Oakland's a minus 164 favorite in this game. Total of 9. We get Frankie Montas taking on Jackson Kowal. And looking at this matchup, if anything, it might be a lean towards the over, but I really can't back it. This will be the last game that I pass on. I'll have plays from the last 3 games. It's just this is not really a particularly nice matchup. If anything, yeah, maybe look at Oakland. I wouldn't mind it. Montas, definite pitching advantage in this game, but obviously you would have to run line it because minus 164. I'm not paying that much juice, but I'm not really going to go after this game.
Yeah, I think Oakland definitely has the pitching advantage. The juice was a little too high for me at 164 for me to jump on it. There wasn't a lot of value there. And Kansas City has been playing well as of late, or better. Let's not say well, but they've been playing better than they have all year. And they're at home. Oakland, going to the Midwest. I don't trust them right now. They're not playing very well, and Kansas City is playing a little bit better. So I kind of stayed away from this just because I found value in other games. So I passed on this one as well.
Yep. And we'll get to the last 3 games. Lowell's, still cloudy, but clear skies in Baltimore. Marcos went Baltimore -4 in the under 50.
Oof.
Yeah, I was on the same boat. I was on the same boat as you last night. But we'll go ahead, move on over to this game. I actually did a free pick video for this one on picks and parlays last night. We get the San Diego Padres taking on the San Francisco Giants in San Fran. We get Jake the Snake Arrieta for the Padres. We get Anthony Desclafani for the Giants in this one. And I think this one was quite easy for me. I went Giants run line. I cannot trust this Padres team at all.
Yeah,
right. 3-7 their last 10. They have been playing awful. And then we get, and this is one of the big facts that I really like, Jake Arrieta.
Your favorite.
Oh God, I love to fade Jake Arrieta. He has lost his last 10 starts, his team has lost the last 10 starts that he's made, whether or not that was San Diego or the Cubbies. Jake Arrieta has been bad this year, really, really bad, and it's one of those where I gotta fade him. You gotta fade him every single time. And then look at the other side, San Francisco Giants. They're still fighting for that division. They've clinched their playoff spot. They're guaranteed in. It's just whether or not they'll be AL West winners or or a wild card team. And that's kind of crazy to say at 94-50 that they might be a wild card team. But
yeah, they're only 2.5 games up over the Dodgers.
Yeah, and they're still playing time. Granted, the Dodgers and the Giants will not play anymore. And if they finish with the same record, the Giants have the tiebreaker due to head-on-head record.
Right.
So we got that. But this Giants team has won 9 out of their last 10 games. Their last loss was the Dodgers on the 4th. So I'm not really hung up on that last loss, and I think they win again tonight. This team is hot. It's hard not to bet on them, especially when Desclafani's on the mound. Going San Fran in this matchup on the run line.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm kind of on you on the same side as you here with this. I don't trust the Padres. And I trust San Francisco. Lex. You do that, Lex. You do that. I do like San Francisco on the run line first 5 like Nick does. But I also like this game to go under. I don't think San Francisco is going to score 9 by themselves. And San Diego might not score. I mean, I that's how I feel. I mean, I really feel like the pitching matchup is obviously stronger towards San Francisco. And Anthony Desclafani, however you say his name, I'm terrible with names. He could go 6-7 innings. And if he does, he's not going to give up much. Even if he gives up a couple, Jake Arrieta, I don't think he's going to give up that many. He's not going to give up 5, 6, 7 runs. And that they can pull him early and that bullpen holds him. I don't like the over 9. I'm not a fan of that. I got it at 9. You have it at 8?
No, I have it at 8.5. Sorry,
I got it on 9 on my book.
Got it. Oh wait, no, hold on. Let me check. Oh nope, it's up to a 9 now. I guess it moved.
Yeah. So I like at 8. I was a little iffy. But 9, I like it under 9. I think I could stay under 9. I think this game could end up in a 7-0 game. For San Francisco, I like San Francisco on the run line. I like it under 9. I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot of San Francisco or a lot out of San Diego at all. They almost look dead in the water.
They really do. They just look deflated.
Yeah,
the San Diego Padres are the most overhyped team during the offseason.
Nick brings up a great point in the chat.
Love the Giants, but how much did they celebrate last night after clinching a playoff spot? I doubt they celebrated much. They don't care. They made a playoff spot. Whoop-de-doo. They want that division. Once they clinch the division, I'm going to fade them the next day because that they'll celebrate.
That they will
getting
celebrate.
A playoff spot, I'm pretty sure they're not worried about that right now. I'm pretty sure They want to be able to make sure that they get the division over the Dodgers first, and then they'll celebrate. But no, I'm not worried about that at all. This team is, and you got to think of this Giants team. They are a mature, experienced veteran team. They're not going to celebrate over a wild card spot guaranteed, just because they want to. No, they'll celebrate once they get that division later on in September. So
fair enough.
We'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. 2 games left. We get the Los Angeles Dodgers hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers a minus 240 favorite in this game. Total of 9 in this one. And you got anything from this game?
I do. I took the Dodgers run line first 5, and I believe it's going to scroll here at the bottom. It's about minus 145. It's actually 142 on my book, but it's right there. I like the Dodgers in this matchup. I mean, obviously Arizona. We saw what they were going to do to them yesterday. No value on them on the money line or anything like that at minus 250. The over/under's at 8.5. Tony Gonsolin, 2-1 with a 2.79 ERA. Luke Weaver, 3-4 with a 4.2 ERA. The Dodgers, look, I just don't. It's a team that's here, and then there's a team that's here. And I don't care really who's pitching that much. I think the Dodgers just bully them into a win. And the value that I found was on the first 5, minus a half a run. I think they can get that. They can get that handled.
Yeah. No, I will say I'm on the over in this game. I don't expect much from the pitching today. And you got. I don't mind your Dodgers line because if you think about it, they're still 2.5 games back behind San Francisco. And what do they have to do? They have to beat up on the shit teams. Beat them up. And that's what they're going to do. I think that the Dodgers could probably reach it there tonight. Weaver has been all right. He's 3-4 this year with a 4.24. I think that the Diamondbacks can get a couple of runs off of Gonsolin. So in this game, I like the over 9. I know it was like an 8.5 last night. Over 9 in this game is my play.
Fair enough.
Which will bring us to this last game. And I 100% I will play from this one. We get the Boston Red Sox in Seattle taking on the Mariners. Boston's actually a minus 135 in this game, total of 8. And I don't care about the sides. I'm going with the total, and I'm going over in this game. And one simple fact to help that one, Seattle has now gone over in their last 10 games.
Fair enough.
I don't see it. And with the pitching matchup, Nathan Eovaldi and Tyler Anderson, both of them can get hit. There's no reason for us not to want to go after the over in this game. It's just this team has been heavy trending over. Even the Red Sox have been trending over a little bit lately with going over 6 out of their last 10. I like it. These teams are going to hit. The total is way too low at an 8. I know that the Seattle Park is a good pitcher's ballpark, but not at this point. Not when Seattle's gone over in 10 out of their last 10 games. I'm going over in this one between Seattle and Boston.
Yeah, I took the run line with Seattle. I think they can keep this game close and possibly win it outright. Seattle at home they're great. They're a way better team at home than they are on the road. Boston's about 500 team. They're one game over 500 on the road. At home, Seattle is 11 games over 500. You're right. The pitching matchup is not anything to write home about. I mean, this isn't headlining SportsCenter with this matchup or anything like that. But I think Seattle could keep it close. Last night, I think we're going to get the same kind of score of last night. Last night, 5-4. I think this game does go over, like you're saying. I like the run line. I took them plus the 1.5. So that's where I'm at as far as that goes.
Yeah, I would definitely look at Seattle. Seattle is still fighting.
They're still in it.
They're still in it. They're but 2.5 games, 2 games back for that second wild card spot. And with Yankees and Boston doing their thing right now, I think Seattle can easily sneak in there and we can get a Toronto Seattle wild card matchup. That would be fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
I would love that. Love it.
Yeah, and I think this is a great spot for them to win at home against Boston, who can be sketchy at times. And some teams, sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. So I think this is a great spot for the run line.
100%. I like it. I like Seattle. I like Seattle in this game, but the best one's going to be the over. And just to give you an idea, that over was our best bet last night. We almost made it our best bet today, but we decided not to do the same play. Best bet 2 days in a row. But it's that was our best bet last night, and it's a really strong play for us today. But that is all the baseball games for today. Before we go ahead and do a recap for today's slate, quick housekeeping as I normally do. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We're right now sitting at 1,180 subscribers, so 20 away from 1,200. We've been growing really good lately. So maybe try to. It might be a little bit pushing it. Maybe try to get 2K by the end of the year. Definitely a possibility, but especially with all the big sports coming back and NFL getting into full swing. So share us out, help us out, try to reach that. If you guys want to check out Detroit Lenny at Detroit _ Lenny on Twitter. He's also on Picks and Parleys all the time, every Monday through Friday with the Game Time Decision. He's got his Manic Monday show at 1:30. Yep. And then don't you have a fantasy football show as well now?
Yes, I just started it last Saturday. We're doing Saturday at noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern. This week I'm going to have a special guest, Kabir Singh from America's Got Talent will be on as well. It's just a quick little stardom, sit-em type situation. Go over some fantasy football love and kind of go from there. So we're trying out some new things, but yeah.
Recap, I'm going for a refill at the ABC store. I got you. John Hicks has a contest. Yes, he does. But yeah, do that. All the links in the description between our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, all down below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, daily schedule. Trap, 10 o'clock every single day. He does his show. It's a 7-minute show. Gives out 4 of his favorite bets, and then one from the consensus report on Picks and Parleys. Me and Nick at 10 or 11 o'clock every single day. 11 o'clock will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays when Detroit Lenny joins me for this semester. And then Higgs is normally at 12. He doesn't have power. I doubt you're going to get a show from there today. But Allie will be for Morning Wood. Morning Wood starts today. I forgot about that.
It's Tuesday.
Morning Wood starts. Last Woody Standing starts today, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Go over to picksandparleys.net. Turn on the notifications so when you know when that comes on. You must be in the stream. In order to go and enter that. Put your best bet in the comment section. Winner at the end of the week could win anywhere from $100 to $150. So go ahead, get there today. Put in your best bet. I'll be in it. I'll try to win it for the first time. I'll end up losing tonight, but that's not the point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I know. Lenny always laughs at me with this. I'm tired.
I was like that for a while.
I'm tired of losing. I need to.
I had that going for like a solid month. Maybe 6 weeks.
It's constantly just looming over my head because Allie has won one and Nick has won one, and I haven't done shit. So it's been driving me nuts. It's fine though. I'm not really.
It's fine. It's all. It's fine.
I don't let it bother me. It's fine. Whatever. But
you don't let it bother me.
No, not at all. But yeah, be there today, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Game Time Decision with me, Nick, and Lenny at 6. Probably a total chaos tonight. I'm not sure who's in it. I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm sure.
I know that I personally beat Chip Chungus in college football last time I was on the show. It wasn't really a beautiful win. I went 2-3. He went 0-5. So yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, it wasn't a good win, but it was a win nonetheless.
Hey, it was nasty and dirty, but sometimes you take it.
And I think I've taken out everybody on Total Chaos minus 2 people. I've only played Trap once, and I lost to him, and then I haven't played Tony Cobbs yet. So those are the only.
I beat Tony Cobbs last week.
The only 2 people I have not been able to beat yet is Craig and Tony. So we'll see what goes there. But yeah, that's
the Panda's undefeated on Chaos.
Oh, Panda, jeez.
I'm just saying.
Y'all win, get there soon. Yeah, okay. Just followed Earle's bets on Twitter. What's Detroit Lenny? Detroit_Lenny on Twitter. I'm pretty sure if you go onto my following, you'll be able to find him. Because I personally follow him as well. So you got
a pretty funny dude on Twitter.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and do a quick recap, and then we'll head on out for today. I like the Toronto Blue Jays. I like San Francisco on the run line. Arizona Diamondbacks Dodgers game to go over, and the Boston Seattle game to go over. Only 4 plays today. Light slate. We also got our best bet from that Cincinnati and Pittsburgh game. Go ahead and check that out. Link in the description. For Nick, he has a little bit more than me. He likes that Yankee game over. He likes the Toronto team total over. Atlanta first 5 run line. Houston first 5 run line. San Francisco first 5 run line. San Francisco team total over. The over in that Boston game. Dodgers run line and Dodgers first 5 run line, all for Nick. And Detroit Lenny, do you want to go over yours? Do you have yours written down?
Or I got it written down like an adult. I'm liking the Tigers under the 9. I'm also liking the Toronto Blue Jays team total over 4.5. Seattle run line plus the 1.5. That's at about a minus 140, 138-ish. So I like that. San Francisco, I also like that game to go under the 9. And the Dodgers run line on the first 5, minus the 0.5 run. I love that game. Seattle run line plus the 1.5, and at home against Boston. I think that's a great spot for them.
Sounds good.
That's all I'm really on.
I love the Yankees plus 900 LOL. I had a nice parlay Miami Jays and Cards. How did you get Yankees plus 900? All right, parlay. Sorry.
Oh, parlay.
But you had Yankees, Miami, Jays, and Cards in a parlay. I love bet Yankees.
He loves to bet the Yankees.
You know what? They've been solid this year, but actually, I want to pull up some stats. I want to see real quick before we head on out. Because you said you love to bet the Yankees this year. I want to see what the numbers are on betting the Yankees this year. Yankees are 80-64 this year. If you bet the Yankees on the money line every single game this year, you are down 4.5 units. So I'm not really interested in going after the Yankees. Detroit Lenny, do you know who the most profitable team is this year?
The Detroit Tigers.
No, they're 4th. But San Francisco
top 5 finish, baby. Top 5 finish.
San Francisco Giants at 33 units. Seattle Mariners at almost 30. Tampa Bay at 17. Detroit at 16, and the Brewers at 1,400. Those are the only 5 teams that have profited you over 1,000, over 10 units this year.
And here's the thing: Tigers, Seattle, teams like that, they're always underdogs. They always tend to come in under. San Francisco too, come in at an underdog, or there won't be priced great. And those, you could bet Seattle run line all year long at home and be profitable.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's situational. It's spot to spot. But yeah, Lex, top 5 finish, baby. We'll take a win where we can get a win. Okay? We will take a win where we can get a win.
And I will say, talking for my Mets real quick, 72-73 this year, you'd be down 14 units. So beautiful there.
Ouch.
What's the word?
What are you guys doing?
Vegas loves making the Mets favorites a lot.
You guys are just a terrible team,
and we suck. So
and we suck.
But on that note,
we're
gonna wrap up the stream. We want to thank you guys all for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the MLB tonight. Let's do it, guys. See you later.